Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a tarot card reading. So, hi, I included the elephant because as a gift, gave this to me, and I just want to show you how much I love it. It's super cute. And, ooh, sorry, almost fell. And there's the tapestry. I love it. It's so pretty. All right, and I think you see it when I go live, if anything, the tapestry in back of me, because I usually have the camera pointing towards the tapestry. So I really admire these gifts, and I'm gonna be sending you a holiday card, a thank you card very soon. All right, so let's put my little elephant here. I have my crystal ball included in this reading just to help me just tune into your energy. So we're going to sage really quickly. The cards I will be using today is I will be using a golden tarot. This is kind of like a medieval deck. Let me see here. Like the medieval deck. It's really beautiful. And then I will be pulling out one card in the end from Keepers of the Light. It's an oracle card deck. I will be pulling out one card for you from there to see what your Ascended Masters have to say. Alright, so let's sage really quickly to clear out the energy. And then also change the gongs really quickly. Alright, let's clear out the cards. The energy, crystal ball. Okay, and then let's do this. Alright, let's do a quick little prayer, and then I will pull out your questions here, hon, alright? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, that is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to the spirit world, so any spirits that would like to bring in any healing, guiding messages, I am open to receive. Thank you. And I ask that the information that comes through may come through from God's purest intention, God's white light. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading. Thank you. So before I begin, I do feel like there's a strong male energy here, like a fatherly or grandfather spirit with you here, just kind of wanting to say hi. And he's been around lately, or he's just around more frequently right now. I don't know if it's a certain time or something like that, but I don't know if he enjoys the holidays or whatnot. But this male figure, father, grandfather, is very much hanging around in spirit. So keep that in mind, alright? Alright, let's look at your questions here, hun. Let me see here. I'll pull up my email. Have a couple of other tarot card readings I have to do, which is one of them the New Year's special that I just included, which is really cool. It's like a forecast of like your year coming up for 2018. It's really, really cool. Alright, here we go. I love how you forgot to send me the email with the question, so you sent me a separate one. Alright, your first question is, I have a friend and his name is. We have been friends forever. Since his wife's passing years ago, he visits me and we go out to lunch, dinner, and hang out. Problem is, I live far away from him, so we don't get to see each other very often. I can't seem to figure him out if he has serious intentions with me or not. All right, I'm going to just focus in on his name here. Oh, okay, so as I tune into his energy, I feel like he likes you. I feel like he has a crush on you. I feel like he genuinely likes you. I don't think it's just a friend thing, to be honest. I think he appreciates you. I think he enjoys your time when he does see you. But I don't. I mean, I do feel like he has a little crush on you. But if anything, I feel like he's shy about how to approach um like dating, because he hasn't dated in a long time, he's only been married, if anything, like you said, or with his wife, so his wife's passing, so obviously he's gone through a lot. But I do feel like he has a little crush on you. I do feel like he likes you more than a friend. He's just a shy guy, or he just takes things slow, or he just doesn't know how to make a move. He doesn't know how to do something. He doesn't know how to show it because he gets embarrassed or shy, or he doubts himself and things like that. That happens to a lot of guys, especially guys that haven't dated in a long time or don't know what it's like to talk to a woman, or like just they don't remember how it is to date and the whole dating game. So that's what I'm feeling. I feel like he does like you, and he has a little crush on you, if anything, but he just doesn't know how to make a move. And also, he's okay with waiting and just seeing how time progresses. So it's not like he's in a rush to make things seriously or make things serious. It's more of like he's going with his own pace, and he wants to do it at the right time. That's what I'm feeling. He wants to like make a move at the right time. All right, so yeah, definitely. What I see here, I see the first card is there's a break and recuperation. So this represents a break and recuperation. So it seems like to me, he's just, like I said, going at his own pace. He's allowing himself to take a break, or just recuperate, like to go at his own pace and go when he's, and approach you or make a move when he's ready. He's obviously been through a lot of heartache. He's been through a lot of pain. Okay. Um, and I do see here that this means an arrangement between two people, or like making an arrangement or making something happen between two people, like a relationship, or like a business transaction or whatever it is. But since we're talking about a guy here, and a friend to you, or somebody that, you feel like there's potential with, it's obviously representing the fact that it's reversed. It's representing that he's not ready right now. So since, nothing has really happened, it just means that he's not ready. And he's kind of just allowing himself to go at his own pace with this, because he's been through a lot of heartache. He's been through a lot of heartache. So my answer to that question is, I do feel like he has a crush on you. I do feel like he genuinely likes you, but he's kind of going at his own pace, and he'll just do when he's ready. And he's kind of shy, so he doesn't know how to really make a move. But I see him just taking it slow, like doing this, but like in a slow way, because either he's just a laid back kind of person, or he's just he wants to just take a break and start, or make a move when he's ready, like I said. All right, these cards are beautiful. I love these the artwork on these cards. Look how gorgeous. All right, so let's go on to your next question here. Your next question is, again, with my friend, he has a heart of gold. A coworker of his was struggling with the divorce and the loss of her home. He invited her to live with him to help her out. A co-worker, a female, was struggling with a divorce and the loss of her home. He invited her to live with him to help her out, since he has plenty of rooms in his large home. I often wonder if anything is going on between them, or if he's just wishful thinking. Alright, interesting. Let me shuffle the cards here. The cards are just flying out for you, hon. This is so funny. Alright, so is anything going on between this female living with him? I don't feel like there's anything going on. I don't feel like there's anything going on. I think it's just a money thing. It's extra money for him. just extra money for him. I'm not feeling like he's money hungry, but it's just extra money for him, and he's just doing a good deed. I don't feel like anything is going on. Truthfully, I don't. I feel like she has a lot going on her plate. She has a lot of baggage. And honestly, I feel like he doesn't want to deal with that. I feel like he's a really smart guy. He's really intelligent. And he doesn't like dealing with drama. I don't feel like he likes dealing with drama. So on that question, I feel like it's a no. I feel like no. I don't feel like anything's going on between him and that female. I'm being honest with you. He's a kind of weird, like he has a heart of gold, but he's a little weird. Like he's not like every other guy. He's not like all the like he's not like a typical guy. He genuinely, you know, cares and respects women, and he likes doing things in the proper way, in the right way. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from him. You know, he doesn't like doing things in a wrong way or in a disrespectful way. Respect is very important to him. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out 2 more cards here. All right, so. All right, so no, yeah, again, like I said, that's a no for me, you know. This obviously represents her, the Queen of Wands. I just feel like she has a lot going on, like I said. There's a lot of baggage to her. There's just a lot of things going on in her life that at times that he doesn't want to deal with that. You understand? I do feel as well that this female that's living with him, it's a kind of thing where she feels like she reaches out to him like a friend, but that's pretty much it. Because at times she feels like her life is very powerless. She doesn't have hope. She doesn't have power. So he's kind of just a friend there for advice. She reaches out to him to ask for advice. He's like a good friend to her, like family. He's becoming like family to her. That's very much what I'm feeling. Okay, family to her, like a brother she never had, or like a family to her. Okay. I'm also seeing here the same thing with her, that there's just a lot going on with her. Um, Not just financially, like you told me with the home and then the divorce, but also emotionally. Seems like she's having issues with the family as well. Not just with the divorce, but with like other people in her family. So, uh, there's just a lot going on with her, and he just doesn't want to deal with her on that level. You know, I feel like he's just there to be there for her in a kind gesture, in a doing a nice deed for her. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up with that. Your next question is, will my financial situation improve in the coming year? All right, so let's see here. All right, will your financial situation improve? Okay, so as I'm tuning in the next year, I don't feel like it's going to be very soon. I don't feel very soon it's going to improve. It's going to take some time. I'm also feeling like it's not going to get worse or bad. It's just going to be the same. It's just going to be the same for some time. And then eventually it will improve. But I don't see it improving for some time, and I don't see it getting worse. I just see it being the same time financially for the next coming year. Okay? So I'm going to just see here. All right. Okay. All right, so we're talking about finances, so it's interesting. All right, so your card came here, the Queen of Coins, which represents money, which is great because we're talking about finances right now. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I don't see any shifts right now for some time, but it's not going to get worse, so that's a good thing. It's just going to stay the same. Okay, it's just going to stay the same. But what they are showing me is that you have to believe in your skills. You have to believe in your potential, that things are going to get better, because this represents the idea of like somebody, like a magician, somebody who has a lot of skills, somebody that's capable of doing anything they set their mind to. So financially, if you Start believing that you are going to receive that abundance. That abundance will flow through, especially if you put it into action. Okay, this card's saying to believe in your potential, because your potential could help the situation get better. Okay, and then the card in the end, which is beautiful, is the star. The fact that it's reversed, it means like you have to have more faith. You have to have more hope in this situation, that the financial part of it will get better. Like, you have to continue to have faith, continue to have hope, all right? Have faith and hope. I love this card. The star represents like just believing, like a wishing upon a star, but having that faith and having that hope that things will get better, okay? Financially, I do feel not for a while it will improve. I see within like the new year, the next 8 months, like 8 months later or 9 months later, it will get better. So there will be quite some time where it'll just stay the same. That's what I'm feeling on a psychic level, spiritually. But what's really good, it's not going to get worse. It's going to stay the same. So you are going to be okay. Your guides and your angels are there to support you, like they're not going to let you fall apart. They're not going to let you fall down. They're not going to let you, um, go plummeting down. They're not going to let that happen. Okay. So don't worry about it, and keep on with the faith and the hope in regards to this financial situation, hun. Okay. All right, hun. On to your next question. Your next question is, alright, when I was a child, every time we went to an amusement park and I would get on a ride that went very fast, I would scream bloody murder to stop the ride and let me off. Oh, I strongly believe in a past life that I died in a car crash. I can still remember as clear as day the bad experience, but as I get older, I can now go on rides at the amusement park with ease and have no fears. I really do feel like when you're a child, the younger you are, the more fresh your past lives are. Because what happens is that when you come into this life, your memories of your past life like gets wiped out on your slate, like you get wiped out, so you don't remember. But there's always good chances sometimes that you can remember it based upon your phobias. Like you said, your phobia was like the amusement park and the ride, right? And as you get older, you're it's more at ease, and you don't have that much fear. One thing is that yes, you're getting older, so the older you get, the more and the more spiritual you get, which I feel like you're a very spiritual person. You're not afraid of death anymore. Like, you're afraid of death, but okay, there's something, there's something to this. There's something to life, and because a lot of time has passed too, where your memories that you remember that were quite fresh when you were younger, or those feelings or those triggers, it's kind of faded away. So that's why now it's more at ease and it's not as intense like when you were younger. I definitely feel like there is a past life. Now, it's interesting. I don't feel like it's a car accident that was a past life, but I do feel like it was for me, the time period that's coming through for you is like the 20s or the 30s. The 20s or the 30s, okay? So like I would say early 1900s. Early 1900s, the latest the 30s, all right? And I would say you were like in your 20s, close to 30s, if anything, and it was like an accident that something happened. I think you were either on a train, it was either a train accident, or it was either it was some form of accident, but it was not, I'm not sure if it was a car accident, but there's something about being on something, definitely, that was mechanical. I'm feeling like it was a train, if anything. Okay, I do feel like there's something with a train. Um, there's something with a train, so keep in mind something I'm picking up with a train. Okay, and that's the time period I'm picking up. All right. Um, Let me see here. So when it comes down to your past lives, it just means it's something you experience. It's something that definitely you will get triggers, not because not you won't only get triggers based upon the death and how the death happened, but you can also get triggers based upon what kind of life you lived, what kind of people you met, what kind of relationships you had with people, So sometimes past lives can collide, okay? Sometimes past lives can collide, okay? I'm going to pull out 3 cards in regards to that past life and like really what was going on that can make sense now and why probably there's certain parts of your life that are affected in strange ways, okay? Let's see here. Whoa! All right. The cards flew out again for you. Wow, so these are very intense cards. So definitely in your past life, you had a lot of trials and a lot of challenges, okay? Just represents a lot of trials, a lot of challenges. You know, you went through a lot of trials and challenges, okay? And there was an issue with, you felt very lonely in that past life. You felt very lonely. You were too reserved, too much of an introvert, and it was hard for you to make relationships with people and branch out with people and to really connect with people on a deep level. You were very reserved, and it seemed like you went through a lot of childhood trauma as well in that past life, okay? It also says a lot of the things that you went through in that past life, it's like you put yourself to that, like you sacrificed yourself. You put yourself in those situations. So it was a kind of thing where I feel like that past life you regretted a lot of things um, because you really weren't living your own life in that past life. You weren't allowing yourself to live your own life. And this is, I'm talking about your personal life in that past life, the one that you died tragically. I feel like you weren't able to live your own life because your family was telling you what to do, what kind of life to live. Um, you were very much judged and beaten down over your own decisions and choices you wanted to make with your life. So it seemed like you lived a very hard and lonely life in a past life, okay? So if you have those triggers and you have those feelings sometimes, similar to this, it's because of that past life. You have many, but this is one of them that interfere, and that was very fresh in your mind when you were younger. Okay? All right, so let's go on to your last question, and then we'll pull out a card from the Keepers of the Light. Years ago, when my cat passed away, literally like an hour after she had passed, I heard a voice in my head, a child's voice say, "I'm coming back." I knew it was my cat. In complete shock, but thankful I was able to hear her message, and so thrilled about it. How come other pets that have passed don't give me messages like she did, and it breaks my heart? Okay, so I can answer this without tarot cards. Um, the fact I do feel like you heard her saying I'm coming back, and that was like a psychic thing she sent to you through like your soul to soul, like she sent it to you through her soul to your soul, so it's like you received like a telepathic message from her. Now, in regards to you not like having those connections with other pets, it's because that cat specifically, you've lived more than one life with her. You've had many past lives with her. Not just as her being an animal to you, but you've had past lives with her where both of you were human, or she was like your sister, or she was a family, or she was a best friend to you. You've had many past lives with her. So on a soul level, you have a very, very, very deep connection with her. So she's kind of saying that she's going to reincarnate again one day, and that you one day will reincarnate, and you both will be in another life together, and you guys will see each other again. So it's a kind of thing saying like, please don't get sad, please don't lose the faith or put yourself down about my passing. We're gonna see each other again. I'm coming back and you're coming back, and we're gonna meet each other again. All right, so it's kind of saying that you both are gonna reincarnate again together, and live a life a life timeline together again. So I think that's very beautiful and very exciting. She wasn't always a pet in every past life. She's been human before. She has a very smart soul, like old soul to her, very old soul to her. That I feel like on a soul level, she was probably one of your sisters in a past life, or even like a mother in a past life, or just someone that was very, very close to you. Okay. But that's her way of saying, hey, we're gonna meet each other again, and don't let your sadness bring you down in the dumps. All right. Oh, it's so, so sweet. I think that's really cute. Especially my boyfriend has a cat, and he's very connected with this cat. But it like on a very deep level, like I'm like in the sense like definitely they've had past lives together. The way they look at each other, it's just strange. It's like they've known each other their whole lives, even before he was born, or his cat was born. So It's a really, really cool thing. All right, so I've gone through all your questions, hon. Now I'm going to pull out one card from Keepers of the Light. This is kind of like a message that you need to know in this present time from your Ascended Masters, okay? All right. And I will pull it out for you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Beautiful. I love this girl. I love this card because I love the name Freya. I think that's really beautiful. Look how beautiful with the crow. It's just a very beautiful, strong card. It says phases and cycles. This is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna read this message for you, and then we will. All right, so I'm gonna read her message. Well, I'm gonna read first who she is. Freya. Freya, which means a lady, is a Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with the moon, so if you love the moon, this can mean a lot. With the moon energy and helps us recognize our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is a maiden, the mother and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Wow, that's beautiful. Her extended message for you is: a phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it's important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another door opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you can feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now beginning to reveal, so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes you deserve. Tie up all loose ends and take your heart. This is an exciting time. So definitely this card is focusing on that with cycles, with transition out with the old, new could come in. It's kind of like a rebirthing thing, or like things that there was allusions to, things that you thought it was, and then you saw that the real truth behind it reveals itself to you. But this is not a negative thing. This card is saying this is a beautiful thing. This is leading you to your true expansion now. You're supposed to go through phases and different cycles. Life is always evolving. Life is always changing, time passes by, years pass by, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means life is changing. You're going to start experiencing different things, meeting new people, or you're going to start feeling different things within yourself. It's an ever evolving cycle of changes, but it's beautiful because that's what life is, and that's what we're supposed to experience here in the human form. So take these phases and these cycles as a positive note, as a beautiful time for rebirth for you, hun. So, and if you have a connection with the moon, this can mean a lot. I love the moon. The moon is so beautiful. I love the moon more than the sun. So, all right, so I'm going to end your reading now, hun. I very much hope you enjoyed this reading. It was a pleasure being able to read you again. I enjoyed it. It was so much fun. I'm getting a new deck of tarot cards like in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited to use that, and I would love to use that with you. I think they're very beautiful. So thank you so much for reaching out to me, hun. I hope you have a beautiful day and many blessings. Bye now.